Alrighty guys, welcome back. What, did I scare you?
Jeez.
What, did I scare you?
Yeah, I just saw this finger come flying across at me. I thought I was going to get smacked.
Well, that actually does kind of have to do with this video, to be honest. It kind of does, and you'll get to that in a little bit.
It does.
It does.
It does.
Today's video is Eye of the Tiger by Survivor. So I was talking to Dad, and I'm like, well, what videos, are you thinking about? And he's like, well, I have absolutely no idea. So I said, well, we can do some 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever it may be. Survivor was this, 1982? 1982. And we had this, didn't we have a tie-in to Queen? We had a tie-in with the Another One Bites the Dust video that we did.
Right.
Because they wanted to use that song in Rocky.
They wanted to use Another One Bites the Dust.
In Rocky 3.
Yeah.
In Rocky 3 and couldn't get the rights to it. So they brought in Survivor and they basically wrote the song in 3 days, which is absolutely incredible. You found some facts on this, which I thought were pretty interesting. So what do you got for us?
Yeah, I'm just gonna read this.
Okay.
Okay.
This is straight off of Song Facts. Straight from.
But there was I saw the majority of this on another site too. So
okay, just to concur with it.
See
gotcha.
if people are messing with me. So
I gotcha.
Okay, so it was the theme song to Rocky 3, which was back in '82, and it says that Tony Scotti was the president of Survivor's record label, and he played Sylvester Stallone some tracks from the previous Survivor album, which was called Premonition.
Okay.
I got that one, by the way. Stallone thought the sound, writing style, and street appeal could fit in his new movie, so he called Jim Petro and Frankie Sullivan, who were Survivor's primary songwriters, and left messages on their answering machines. When we spoke with Petro, he said answering machines were still something of a novelty back then, and to see that blinking light was a thrill. When I pressed the playback button, I heard, "Hey, yo, Jim, that's a nice message you got there. This is Sylvester Stallone." It was too thick to really be him, but it really was him. That's really the way he talks. Petro told us regarding the origin of the song, when we got the initial rough cut of the movie, the scene that Eye of the Tiger appears in was cut to Another One Bites the Dust by Queen. Frankie and I are watching this. The punches are being thrown, and we're going, holy crap, this is working like a charm. We called Stallone and said, why aren't you using that? He goes, well, we can't get the publishing rights to it. Frankie and I looked at each other and went, man, this is going to be tough to beat. We had the spirit of, we've got to try to top this. I started doing that now famous dead string guitar riff and started slashing those chords to the punches we saw on the screen, and the whole song took shape in the next 3 days.
So it was only 3 days.
It was only 3 days.
Which is incredible.
Which, to me, just knowing what goes into stuff, I mean, you can do stuff in 15 minutes, 3 days, but most of the time it takes a year.
Right.
People who...
Or months.
People...
Yeah.
Hey, there are people who... I could tell you, guy who wrote one of... if you've ever heard of REO Speedwagon.
I've heard of them.
Okay. One of their... It may be their best known song. Okay. The guy who wrote it took him over 10 years to write it. So... who knows how long it's going to, how long a hit song is going to take. But this one took shape in the next 3 days. What I was interested in hearing was the part where, not the bass riff that everybody knows, that you'll hear in just a second, but the bump, 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 bump. Bum, bum, bum. It was actually to guitar or to
the punches.
To the punches in the movie. That I never knew that. That kind of blew me away. How they, and that's how this thing forms. So knowing that, I'm kind of interested too. I know. This is a lyric version, right?
Yes, this is a lyric version.
Because the other one was
we couldn't do.
We wouldn't have been able to do.
Yeah.
So it would be nice, I guess, going back and renting Rocky 3 now, just for that. Or I guess I don't have to. I could just go on YouTube probably to see the
to find the scene.
To find the scene.
Yeah.
And just to see the music, to see if it's actually thrown with the punches on there. You know, because that would be really...
Actually, you know what we're going to do?
Kind of puts in a...
We're going to do that real quick.
Kind of gives it a different perspective.
Yeah, we're going to do that real quick, actually.
I don't think... I don't know.
Okay, that's all I wanted off of that. You can see that it is going to the beat, though. That his punches were going to the beat, though.
At least in some of it.
Yeah, in some of it. So we weren't going to listen to, we weren't going to watch all of that, but now we're going to go back and listen to the lyric video real quick.
Okay.
But I just wanted to get that part in there so you can see that they were actually, that some of them were to his punches.
Well, you know.
To get an example of that.
Okay.
You ready for this one?
I'm ready for whichever one you have ready to go.
All right, this is the lyric one.
The one.
And we're going to listen to the entire one and go.
My jaw hurts.
What's up? What'd you think about that?
First off, I like there are a number of things that just started kind of flooding. One was those lyrics were, for me, much more powerful. Number one, because I've never sat there and just seen a lyric video of it.
Right.
Okay. I've only heard what I've heard on the radio. Okay, or on the album or CD, whatever.
You didn't have context behind it.
Well, I had the movie behind it, but I never really put things together.
I should say context, the background.
I never really put things together. It was a cool song. It went with the movie. It was
You're
the
now
Eye of the
starting
Tiger.
to connect the dots.
Well, we knew
connect the dots.
We knew Rocky was hungry. We knew where he came from. You know, you kind of put that together in that first clip that you put in there. Okay. As I was watching this particular video with the picture of that tiger on there, which was a really cool picture, by the way. I thought, just with the black background and that could go up on the wall. Okay, next to you guys. Sorry, pals. But anyway, but the when you start looking at the lyrics, and I start thinking of that tiger and the stalking of the prey, and all of that, and I'm like, okay, now I'm starting to kind of get some goosebumps here, right? And I'm man, that was just it. Right now, that was 1982. Okay, so almost 40 years ago, right? It's like 30. It's like 38 years ago.
Think about that.
Okay, and I'm just starting. I've been listening to this song for 38 years, and this is the first time it's actually giving me chills thinking about it. See, it's never too late to, to learn some of this stuff. The other thing I was thinking about, all the boxing that
Rocky did.
Well, when I was growing up, every Saturday, boxing was a huge thing. On Wide World of Sports or whatever, and it was always and they may have been going for the Olympics or whatever, but that's where the Rockies came from. That's where. And I forget what fight it was, whether it was a George Foreman fight or a Mike Tyson fight or an Ali fight.
I was going to say Ali was probably a big inspiration. Of the time, I would think.
Well, I would think that those those fighters were big at the time, but there was a guy, and I don't have it right in front of me, so I can't tell you. I can't tell you right offhand, but there was a guy by the name of Buster Douglas, okay, who bottom line of it, who did he fight? Tyson, okay. Mike Tyson was unbeatable at that time.
Oh, that's right. He could only go past. He could only do 3 rounds.
Okay.
If you got him past the third round, he was done. He had no endurance.
And Buster Douglas was a street fighter. He was a nobody. And Tyson was supposed to come in and just, hey, here's another one for the record.
But he ran himself out.
But Douglas took him past the third round, took him up to like 7 rounds or 8 rounds or something.
It was the 10th round.
Whatever it was.
Time.
But Tyson was gassed.
He was done.
And boom, Buster Douglas had the kind of background, kind of like Rocky. Okay, where he's from the street. He's from the gym down the street. So so that was, so I started seeing some of those things that I grew up with, along with this. So
I would love to see a boxing fight. I'd love to go see an MMA fight. Just to go and see it. I'd love to go see an MMA fight.
Yeah, it's so totally different. But
I'm just saying, I would love to go see it. It seems like an adrenaline rush.
Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, it brought back. All of a sudden, it started bringing back memories. Which is weird. Again, from a song.
That's one of the good things about doing this. This brings back memories for you.
A song that like I said, I've listened to this thing for 30 God years. And it's never done that before.
Right?
So anyway, kind of cool stuff. Go for it. Do your.
All right,
do your
I gotta
thing.
bring them up here. Alrighty guys, now on to the announcements. Again, like you heard in yesterday's video, Courtney and I did start up a new channel. Coffee first, scheme later. Live life together is the motto. That link is down in the description below. I highly recommend, I highly encourage you guys to go and subscribe over there to check out what we're doing. There's not much up there right now, but there's a lot in the works. You're gonna see a lot of maybe her trying to teach me how to cook, which is gonna end in a disaster. You know that. It's gonna end in a disaster for her.
I want to see this.
Maybe some challenges or even just casual vlogs. You may get to meet her family, you may get to hear stories from her family or from her or from me or whatever. It is entirely not reaction based or review based at all. It is completely on the contrary. It is literally anything else you could think of. If you want us to do it, comment over there on what you would want us to do. The sky is the limit over there. So if you would like, I highly encourage you all to go ahead and check that out down below. That link is down in the description below. I know we can beat 250 subs just off of these announcements. I know we can beat that.
Probably.
I know we can beat that.
Probably.
Go ahead and help me out with that, guys. Also, don't forget to check out the Teespring link that's also down below, the Teespring shop, where we've got the new apparel. It's about a week and a half old at this point, but it's the new apparel.
Yep.
The Eat, Sleep, React, and Repeat. We actually have new mugs up there now too. The new edition. We've got some new mugs up there.
Awesome.
So we've got new hoodies,
Awesome.
new t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts, phone cases. We now have the new mugs. We have the stickers. We've got a whole bunch of variety of
There's
different
a bunch
things
of
up
stuff.
there,
Yeah.
along with a few of the original TBP logos left, guys. That he's actually wearing a discontinued hoodie that we no longer have for sale. But you may want to go and get those now while you can before yours gets pulled, because they aren't going to stay up there forever, guys. So if you want to get one of the original TV player hoodies, because this hoodie will never be back in stores ever. So if you want to get some of the original ones that will be there, go ahead and click that Teespring link down below. We do have our Easter promotion going on, where you can get 10% off your order using the code Easter20. I highly recommend you using that code, guys. I know it helps out a lot. So again, that link is down below. Also, if you'd like to help support the channel and community financially as well, you can also become a Patreon member. If you don't know what Patreon is, it is our membership to the channel. He just keeps laughing and I'm trying to ignore him. It is our membership to the channel, where you can get a wide variety of rewards for as little as $1 a month. You put forth a monthly contribution to help us out, and in return, get back exclusive content only to Patreon, shout outs, description mentions, discount codes to the Teespring shop, and many more things to come. Behind the scenes looks at things, many things to come, guys. So make sure you check that out. Again, that link is down in the description below. I do get to thank the following patrons who've helped pledged to make this video possible and for being awesome. Would you like to take the list today?
Oh, I can do this. Paula Johnson, Patricia Miller, Teresa Anderson, Hot Space, and Petro. Karen Barone, Sandy Thomas, Courtney Truax, Cindy Rice, Dawn Kula, and Alexis R.
You have fun saying Alexis'
I love
name.
Alexis R.
Alexis R. Thank you all so much for your constant love and support, guys. Without you all, we would not be here. So we highly, appreciate it. Highly appreciate it. See, it fits in with Eye of the Tiger, Highlander. No, Highlander. No, it's not. Wrong song. Wrong song. I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place. Anyway, yeah, so thank you all so much. And if you too would like to get your name in the description as well, and or any of the perks and rewards we just mentioned, make sure to check that out down below. Also remember, guys, at 1,000 subscribers, we will open up our P.O. Box to accept fan mail. We've been waiting a while for this, and it's been incredible 2020 so far. We're about 200 away or so. 200 away, I would say.
That's gonna fly by.
And that's gonna fly by. So we highly encourage you to subscribe to the channel, so that not only can you help us achieve that goal for all those who would like to send fan mail, but number two, so that you do not miss what's to come from this channel. Because as soon as you subscribe, guess what you get as soon as you subscribe?
Fudge.
No.
Oh.
Guess what you get as soon as you subscribe?
What do you get as soon as you subscribe?
You get direct notifications when anything leaves this channel, when
that's
anything is
true.
released.
That's true.
Whether that be a video, a live stream, or even just a general post telling you information, guys. You do not want to miss it. Yeah, it is insane how much you want your chocolate fudge. Peanut butter chocolate.
Peanut butter chocolate fudge, man. Chocolate
But you
peanut butter.
can't get it until
can't
we
get it.
open up this P.O. box.
I need 200 more.
You need 200 more.
I feel like Jerry Lewis on the old telethons. I only need 200 more.
So help Dad
So-
get his peanut butter chocolate fudge, guys.
Because
Make sure you subscribe.
You gotta be getting tired of listening to me talk about fudge.
And you gotta get tired of me listening about this or hearing about this goal every video. So make sure you all subscribe. Help Dad get his fudge. If there's nothing else that I'm forgetting today, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to smack that like button, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, guys.